Good evening and welcome to Neutral News, the program that observes the swirling vortex of human endeavour and responds with a profoundly non-committal shrug. Tonight we delve into a phenomenon of such cultural significance it threatens the very fabric of our ability to think for ourselves. We are, of course, talking about the Internet's relentless obsession with numbered lists. We go now to our correspondent, Susan, who's been bravely navigating this digital minefield. Susan.
Neil, the latest iteration of this trend appears to be a guide titled 7 Reasons for Doing 8 Things and Why You Absolutely Must Action These 4 Points Immediately.
7 reasons for 8 things with 4 non-negotiable action points. It has a certain numerical inelegance, a comforting lack of symmetry. Susan, can you possibly shed some light on the first of these 7 reasons?
The first reason, Neil, is to maximize synergistic potentialities.
Synergistic potentialities. It sounds like something a management consultant would whisper to a spreadsheet. What, in layman's terms, does this actually involve?
As far as our analysis can determine, Neil, it involves agreeing with everyone in a meeting while simultaneously doodling a cube on your notepad that appears to be 3-dimensional, but on closer inspection is structurally impossible. This, apparently, unlocks the potential for synergy.
A bold claim. So the first step to successfully doing 8 things is to master the art of deceptive geometry during moments of profound corporate tedium. What is the second reason, Susan?
The second reason is to embrace a paradigm of proactive inactivity.
Proactive inactivity? A fascinating paradox. Is that not simply doing nothing, but with more vigor?
It is a more nuanced approach, Neil. It involves making a detailed list of tasks you have no intention of completing. The proactive element comes from the vigorousness with which you write the list. One might use a fountain pen, for instance. The inactivity is, well, self-explanatory. The theory is that by decisively choosing not to do something, you are taking control of your own inaction.
So it's a form of strategic laziness, a preemptive strike against productivity. It's almost inspiring. What are the third reason, Susan?
The third reason, Neil, is to holistically unbox your personal brand narrative.
I feel a migraine developing. Unbox your personal brand narrative. Does this mean one should stop telling people one's name and instead introduce oneself with a short, impactful mission statement?
Precisely, Neil. For example, instead of saying, "Hello, I'm Susan," I would now be encouraged to say, "I am a dynamic purveyor of fact-based reportage, curating bespoke informational journeys." The unboxing refers to the removal of the restrictive label of a simple name.
It's a terrifying prospect. The simple act of asking for the time could result in a 5-minute elevator pitch. Let's press on if we must. The fourth reason.
The fourth reason, and this is a pivotal one, is to actionize your core competencies.
Actionize, a word that assaults the very soul of the English language. I assume this means to do the things one is good at?
That is the rudimentary interpretation, Neil. However, the guide suggests that one's core competencies may not be what one thinks they are. For instance, you might believe your core competency is in journalism, but after a period of introspective analysis, you might discover your true core competency is in fact the ability to fold a fitted sheet. Actionizing would then involve dedicating more time to that, perhaps even offering your services to the community.
So I should abandon this news desk and pursue a career in advanced linen management. It's a compelling argument. The fifth reason, Susan?
The fifth reason, and this is a pivotal one as well, is to leverage your biorhythms for optimal snack selection.
I see. We've moved from the boardroom to the biscuit tin. So this isn't just about feeling a bit peckish at 4 o'clock.
It is far more scientific, Neil. The guide advocates for a system of charting your emotional and physical state throughout the day. A dip in one's afternoon enthusiasm, for example, should not be met with a simple cup of tea. It requires a snack that corresponds to that specific biorhythmic trough. A moment of melancholy might call for a Jaffa cake, whereas a surge of unwarranted optimism may demand a custard cream.
It's a wonder anyone gets any work done with all this intensive emotional and gustatory analysis. The sixth reason, we must be nearing the summit of this mountain of nonsense.
This sixth reason is to gamify your mundane obligations.
To gamify, to turn one's life into a game. Does this mean I should award myself points for successfully putting my trousers on in the morning?
That is the fundamental principle, Nil. For instance, taking the bins out could be worth 100 points. Unloading the dishwasher, 200 points. Successfully navigating a self-service checkout without requiring assistance could be a bonus level, unlocking a sense of profound, albeit fleeting, personal achievement.
It sounds utterly exhausting. And what happens when you've accumulated all these points? Can you trade them in for something tangible?
The guide is somewhat vague on that, Neil. The prevailing theory is that the points are their own reward, a currency of self-congratulation in an otherwise meaningless existence.
A truly bleak thought. And finally, the seventh reason for doing these 8 things?
The seventh reason, Neil, is to curate a portfolio of anecdotal micro-successes.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
This involves mentally cataloging minor, almost insignificant positive events. Finding a parking space, for example, or a pigeon choosing not to sit on your car. These are then stored as micro-successes to be reviewed at the end of the day, creating an illusion of overall triumph.
So, to summarize, to achieve these 8 as yet unspecified things, one must master deceptive doodling, embrace strategic sloth, rebrand oneself as a corporate slogan, discover a hidden talent for folding laundry, consult a chart before eating a biscuit, turn basic chores into a pointless video game, and celebrate the fact that a bird did not defecate on your property. Is that a fair assessment?
It is a brutally accurate and commendably neutral summary of the 7 reasons, Neil.
And what of the 4 non-negotiable action points? We cannot leave our viewers in suspense.
The 4 action points are disappointingly rather straightforward, Neil. They are 1. Read this list. 2. Share this list. 3. Like this list. 4. Subscribe for more lists.
So the entire convoluted edifice of 7 reasons for doing 8 things is in essence a self-perpetuating marketing scheme for the list itself. It's a work of diabolical genius. It's a snake eating its own tail while simultaneously trying to sell you a subscription to watch it do so. Thank you, Susan, for that deeply unsettling yet strangely compelling report. So, there you have it, the modern blueprint for a successful life. A life not lived but curated, not experienced but actionized, not enjoyed but gamified. Good night.